Welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Lydia, and today I will guide you through a 30-minute Dharma yoga practice. Let's go ahead and close our eyes. Bring our hands together to heart center. And imagine a world where all of your actions, all of your thoughts, and all of your words are imbued with this compassionate wisdom. We're able to make choices with ease, always remembering where our world is coming from. We treat others with love and kindness. We serve those around us with joy. And begin to notice how this compassion, wisdom, and love begin to ripple out into the world around you. In today's practice, we will dedicate our efforts to all beings everywhere so that they too may use compassionate wisdom and speed along their path to their highest yogic goals. We'll begin with an Om. Exhale completely. Inhale. Coming to the top of our mat, we'll begin with some Surya Namaskar, sun salutations, with our feet together, palms together at heart center. Take arms up and back, hands down to the mat, Uttanasana. Right leg steps back, right knee drops down, look up. Palms on the mat, left leg steps back to a strong plank. Knees, chest, chin down to the mat. Come through Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward in between the hands, left knee down to the mat. Look up. Left foot steps forward to meet the right at the top of the mat. Uttanasana. Palms together, arms up and back. Hands down to heart center. Again, arms up and back. Hands down to the mat. Uttanasana. Left leg steps back, left knee drops down. Look up. Palms to the mat. Right foot steps back, nice strong plank. Knees, chest, chin down to the mat. Come through Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Pull the belly button back towards the spine. Push the palms against the mat. Left leg steps forward in between the hands. Right knee drops down. Look up. Right foot steps to the top of the mat to meet the left. Uttanasana. Palms together. Arms up and back. Hands together at the center of the chest. Keeping our feet together, standing tall, palms together. We can do Kali Mudra. Arms overhead, extended nice and tall. And then sit the legs down as if you were sitting in a chair behind you. Open the chest. Our legs continue to warm up. And release the pose. Coming to squat, open your feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart. Lower down. Use the triceps to push the thighs back, looking up towards the ceiling. Kakasana, crow pose. We're already in position, putting our hands in front of us. Fingers can be bent like the claws of a crow. If you're just practicing, you can lean forward and then back. If you're ready to take one foot off the ground, you can lift one toe up and then the other side. Or if you're all ready to take the pose, go ahead, coming up, resting our legs on our forearms, on our triceps, toes together, looking forward. Release the pose down to the mat. Extended child's pose, forehead on the mat, arms extended in front. Come through Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Engage the back of the body, shoulders down and back. Push back again to child's pose, palms facing up. On the inhale, lift the chest, come to sitting. If you have a problem with your knees, you can put any kind of cushion or blanket. If not, go ahead and sit on the heels. We'll do easy cow face. We will extend the left arm overhead, nice and tall. Bend the elbow with the right hand. You may help to get the right hand palm towards the back. Right arm extended, thumb down, bend the arm. Here you can grab your t-shirt or use a yoga strap. Maybe your fingertips touch, or if you have a little bit more mobility, you can take the yogi grip. With the chin parallel to the ground, push your head back into the arms. Open the chest. Release your arms. Other side. Right arm up overhead. You can use your left. Bend the right elbow. Push the elbow down. Right palm on the back. Left arm extends to the side. Thumb down. Behind the back. Either grab your shirt using a strap or taking the yogi grip. Chin parallel to the mat. Opening the chest. Push the head into that right arm. Release the pose gently. We will do headstand for those of you who have that in your daily practice. If not, you can do Shashankasana or hare pose. I'll cue hare pose first. If you already have headstand and you know how to do it, you can go ahead and go right into it. So, for those of you who do not have headstand in your practice, or maybe you have a neck issue, what we want to do is with our hands, grab your feet, look up towards the ceiling, place the chest next to the thighs, crown of the head on the mat, lift hips up. You can keep your hands on your feet or place the palms down on the mat. Staying comfortably here. Those of you who want to take a headstand, you want to measure your arms shoulder distance apart, interlacing the hands. Put the crown of your head on the mat. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips and walk the thighs towards the chest. You can lift one leg at a time, gently lifting off the mat, keeping the legs split. Once you feel comfortable and stable, you can switch your legs. Eventually bringing both legs up. If you feel comfortable in this pose, you can close your eyes, bringing your attention to the space between the eyebrows. And imagine a rose or a lotus. Offering all of our efforts to all beings everywhere. Gently and gracefully, we want to come down, bring the legs towards the chest, and slowly down to the mat. If you're in hare pose, lower your hips down to your heels. Everyone together in child's pose, palms up towards the ceiling. Extending hands in front of us. Come through Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Looking up. Tuck the toes, push back to a downward facing dog. Look up towards the hands. When I say, we will jump and put our feet where our hands are now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Lifting our hands. Our wrists are bent. We stay with our knees bent. Another variation of chair pose. From here, we will go into shoulder stand. So lower the seat down to the mat as we roll back to a variation of halasana. Hands supporting our back. You can rock side to side, even on the tippy top of your shoulders. When you're ready, lift one leg at a time, toes pointed, lifting up towards the ceiling. Eyes closed. Bring your attention to the space between the eyebrows. using our determination to stay here for a few more breaths. Bending the knees towards the forehead. Allow the knees to fall to the sides of the ears. Interlace the hands. Rock side to side on the tippy top of the shoulders. And then if it's available to you, extend the legs. Halasana. Placing the palms on the mat. Lower the hips slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Keeping the legs at a 90-degree angle. Palms on the mat. We'll do Bastrika. Breath of fire. Breathing in and out quickly. Lowering the legs down to the mat. Rock side to side. Placing your hands, your forearms under your buttocks. Bend the elbows to sit up and drop the head back, crown of the head on the mat. Matsyasana, fish pose. Bring all of your awareness to the base of the throat, thinking of our speech and how we can use compassion, wisdom to imbue all of our words. Sending love out into the world with the things that we say. Release this pose, lying down on the mat. We'll take a brief shavasana. On the inhale, take in the very best of the best. And on the exhale, release all impurities. With our arms overhead, taking a great stretch, we'll use momentum and sit up, ready for Paschimottanasana. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Hands overhead, elongating the back, nice and tall. Then we lean forward. You can hug your elbows underneath your knees, or if it's available to you, grabbing your ankles or your heels. And if you can keep your chest and thighs together, go ahead and straighten the legs. Breathing in from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. Again, breathe in from the base of the spine up to the crown of your head. Exhale from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. Releasing this pose, coming to seated, putting our hands behind us, fingers facing behind. Feet on the mat, legs hip distance apart. Push up, pelvis comes off the mat. You can leave your chin next to your chest or allow your head to drop back, tabletop. Try and get the pelvis up as much as you can, a straight line from your knees to your pelvis to your shoulders. Lower your hips down to the mat and release. Let's come into rabbit or camel. We have two different variations. You can keep the toes tucked, heels up, hands at our lower back. We begin to push our pelvis forward and then lower the right hand to the heels, left hand to the heels. Allow the head to drop back. Engaging the back of the body. Push the legs forward, the heart up towards the ceiling. Release this pose. Left hand to the back, right hand to the back. Resting in child's pose. Pull the belly button back towards the spine. Rest the forehead on the mat. Palms face up. Lifting the chest, once again coming onto our knees. So you can repeat the same variation, rabbit, or you can put your feet on the mat and we'll do camel. Same principles apply. Hands at the lower back. Begin to push the back forward, legs forward. If it's available to you, lower the right hand, lower the left hand. You can interlace the pinkies. Allow the head to drop back. Opening the chest, heart towards the ceiling. Release the pose, left hand to the lower back, right hand to the lower back. Once again to child's pose, resting the forehead on the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, bring the feet to the left. Right leg crosses over the left. Right hand behind us with a nice tall back. Left arm extends. Cross over on the outside of the right leg. Twist to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Imagine an infinite number of spirals from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. Head comes back to center. Release this pose. Changing the legs. Our right leg is bent. Left leg crosses over the outside of the right. Left hand behind us, nice tall back. Right arm extends, crossing over the outside of the leg. Twist to the left. Looking back. And again, imagine infinite numbers of spirals coming from the base of your spine and going up your entire back, coming out the crown of your head. Release the head back to center. Release the pose. Lie down in Shavasana. Palms up, feet relaxed, eyes closed. Relaxation is the best antidote for all impurities. Leaving the body by itself, bring your attention to your heart space. Recall to mind the intention we set at the beginning of practice, dedicating our efforts in this class to all beings everywhere, using compassionate wisdom in everything we do, everything we say, and everything we think. We supercharge our seeds. We can move swiftly along the path to reach our highest yogic goals. And by doing so, we change the world around us. Gently coming back to your body, begin to move your fingers and your toes. Roll to your right hand side. Take a moment there. And when you're ready, come up to seated. We'll conclude today's practice with an Om and 3 Shantis. Hands together at heart center. Exhale completely. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure to share practice with you. Hope to see you next time. Take care.